Hello, Michael. Joel here. So many times I've gone to send you a message and found out moments later that you actually addressed the exact point I was going to ask about. But for once, I think I finally have something that I don't think you've fully discussed. President Biden clearly has the constitutional authority to grant pardons, and I appreciate that, but it seems he has taken it a bit further than any other president previously have, with blanket pardons and pardons for things that haven't even happened yet. Not to mention pardoning his own son for all the a decade's worth of time. What do you think can be done? What do you think should be done to curb or somehow decrease the power and the ability of the president to just issue blanket pardons to everybody who agrees with him upon leaving office? Or should we do anything about it? Should we just allow it to stand? And if so, I guess what should Trump's strategy be in relation to this? Should he just turn around and tit for tat do the same thing 4 years from now when he's on his way out the door and just set the precedent that that's what every president will do from now on? Just curious what your thoughts are on that. Love the show. Thanks for taking my question.
Excellent question. No, I do think we have to circumscribe the pardon power. I am for a robust pardon power. I'm for a robust executive. But as you point out, when Jerry Ford pardoned Richard Nixon, it was for a specific action. It didn't require Nixon to admit guilt, but it was for a specific thing. It was for the Watergate scandal. When Jimmy Carter pardoned the draft dodgers from Vietnam, he was pardoning people in a blanket way, all sorts of people that he wasn't specifying. But it was at least for a specific thing. In this case, Joe Biden just said, well, I'm going to pardon my kid for anything that he might have done at the federal level over the last 10 years. Now, he started at 10 years before because that's when Hunter Biden started working for Burisma, the crooked Ukraine oil and natural gas company that was paying bribes to the Biden family for U.S. policy in Ukraine. So we do know what the pardons were for, but Biden wouldn't specify. It was any crime he may or may not have committed over the last 10 years. And then on the way out, he extended that to much of the rest of his family. That's crazy. I think a very simple way to circumscribe the pardon power is just for a court or for the legislature to say, the president can pardon whoever he wants at the federal level, but it's got to be for a crime. You can't just pardon him for anything. You know, he might have jaywalked. He might have committed a federal felony of jaywalking. I don't think that's a felony. And so he's off the hook. You know, it's got to be for a specific crime, because otherwise you establish this awful precedent of the president just having to preemptively pardon everyone around him, as if political retribution is going to be the norm, make us more like a banana republic, which the Democrats started. I mean, they made that deal, but hopefully the country doesn't accept it.